Preaching is war. Preaching is a war to transform minds that the world is trying to conform. It is a war to expose every one of the false hopes and materialistic lies and sensual distractions thrown at God's people. It is a war to drive ourselves off of the throne and return Jesus to his rightful place. It is a war to destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God. It is a war to take every thought captive to obey Christ. It is a war to lift up Christ crucified despite the gravity of the world and the flesh and the devil. And I trust you will not think that it is just a war for someone else, like it's just a war for the unsaved. It is a war for you. We walk into church sometimes and the world has us in its grasp, where our minds are in a self-centered haze and all we can think about is what we want. Or our hearts are just full of anger against somebody else that's done something to us. Or we're just overwhelmed by our worry about what's going to happen due to what went on financially this week. We're not thinking or living in line with the gospel, and God's enemy has every intention of keeping it that way. So every Sunday we walk in here and it is war when we preach Christ crucified. It is war for you. It is war for me. There are Sundays when Paul could say to me and to you, "Oh, foolish Californians, who has bewitched you? Your lives are out of line with the gospel. You're like walking zombies. What's going on?" And praise God that on those Sundays we have a gracious Master and King who has given us his Spirit and is fighting for our hearts. Praise God that he can wake us up from our spiritual hypnosis. So what's the solution to spiritual hypnosis? Keeping Christ crucified at the center of our spiritual attention.